So in this particular segment, we're going to talk about a new Viking game that just been released, a little bit more strategic maybe than was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but definitely in the spirit of that game in terms of historical accuracy and research fundamentals, as well as the series Vikings that you might have seen, in the past on MGM. Was it MGM and Amazon at the time? Was it? I think it was, yeah. So we're back to IGN, and here is the presentation of that Viking hero tactic game Norse, announced for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So developer Arctic Hazard has announced Norse, an upcoming turn-based tactic game set in Norway in the age of Vikings. So are we talking 800, 900 AC, I believe? It promises an historical, authentic world where you can embark on quest for vengeance while building your settlement, managing communities, forging alliances, and fighting tactical battles. Norse is in development for PC, PS5, Xbox, and Series X and S. So I do need a PS5. Norse promises the chance to grow and govern your settlement. You'll pass judgment, settle disputes, dispense punishments and reward, and initiate major village projects. So there's a form of social component to it that I like. It's not very seen. I'm quite appealed. You will also recruit your own band of warriors to take with you on the turn-based tactic battles. Practice a Viking martial art known as Glimmer. Wow, here we go. I've learned a new word, Glimmer. Forge alliances with other clans and trade with them. Loot and craft items, unlock equipments and new abilities, and much more. So a variety of screenshots here I will show you on the website of the distributor. Of the studio. So Arctic Hazard described Norse's story as such. Embark on an epic quest for revenge as Gunnar, a young warrior whose destiny is forged in blood and betrayal. After the treacherous Steinarfar spear murders his father, Jarl Gurpir, and decimates his people, Gunnar passes clear, rebuild, ally, and rise to reclaim honor and justice. I do apologize for the pronunciation of those characters. That was terrible. And you can put Norse on your Steam wishlist if you decide to do so. Thank you for the good try. I'm trying my best, for sure. So let's have a look at the trailer, right? Let's see how the game looks, at least in principle. I believe the trailer will show a few gameplay section. Let's have a look. All right. So we are opening. This is the classic Guinness lake from Vikings, isn't it? It's always this kind of two hills and the lake in the middle. Then we are in the longboat house, I believe, or the central house of the settlement. We see those people going on drakes, social events around fire and gatherings, traditions, rites and rituals, and then getting ready for battle. There we go. So this will work, I believe, so you can point and click to move your characters, and then you're going to take this kind of turn after turn kind of battle phase and interactions. So there's a bit of a kind of like mass RPG element to it. Or maybe it's just like one player, one character at a time. I'm not sure quite yet. The head of the Drake is right there. So here we go. So you're going to create alliances and conquer, fight many foes. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's quite promising. I like the ambition of it. I think, the story has to be really strong, and I believe it's quite focused on drama. Actually, the pitch seems to understand character development, stakes, and character arcs. That's a little bit Assassin's Creed to me. Assassin's Creed, yeah. But I think it does provide a good alternative to tactical interaction. The social aspect of the game seems to be very interesting. I'm quite curious about that. Yeah, we'll see how the exploration of the world can be. We'll see how battles can be mitigated and organized in the game, and how the player can navigate that. But it's cool. I think if you fan of that kind of period of history and you're looking for a Viking game, there's not a lot of them out there actually. I think Norse can be a really good option. And here again, you have a few things that are there. One thing that is interesting within the development of the game, though, is the fact that the game was, I think, co-written or at least heavily consulted by a novelist who is specialized of the genre, and that's this guy here, Giles Kristian, I believe, who wrote a variety of books on the topic, or at least set up in the same kind of period, or who has a sense of epic scale that you can see on film or TV. So having this kind of anchor and kind of like narrative structure around the game will be very, I think, first of all, appealing, engaging, and will keep you playing for a while. If the stakes are well placed and the character arcs are well designed, I think that can be really, really good. Here we go. So no date of release at this point, I believe, but there is definitely a promise here. So I'll keep my eye on this one and keep you posted about how the project develops, and yeah, when it's going to be ready for gameplay, and maybe we can play it on the channel. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun.